Well, champ, thank you so much for joining me. You came over, you've got both your shins wrapped with ice and ace bandages. You have the belt around your waist, but you weren't necessarily like exuding all of this emotion right now. And you told me you woke up maybe a little different than normal.
Yeah, for one, it takes me a second to process emotion anyways. Everybody's like, you don't seem very excited with things that go in my life, and then it hits me. But yeah, it's been a weird morning. Another mountain I had to climb, right? It's been 14 years of hard work, and I woke up this morning and to be in this position and to have the second opportunity to fight for the world title, and I questioned everything. I woke up, I couldn't breathe, my throat was hurting. I didn't sleep last night, and it was just I looked at my coaches, I looked at Tisha, and it was just I cannot do this. And they were like, yes, you can. And so I spent all day having to get my mind right and understand that I can push through another mission, and I needed a championship mindset.
How did you get your mind right?
It took a lot of talking with my coaches. It took, I did some sports psychology. My sports psychologist was there, and we just sat there, and then I turned around, I pulled out my journal, I started writing, and then I really sat there and thought about it, and it was 14 years of hard work. Am I really going to let this cold bother me? So what if I can't breathe at certain points? We will figure it out. I've climbed harder mountains. So really, I just had to pull my head out of my ass.
How much did the illness that you felt this morning, how much did that impact the way you were able to perform, if at all?
I finally let it pass, but if you can't hear it in my voice, if you can't hear it in my voice, cottonmouth to the fullest, it just made things a little bit different. But at the end of the day, you have to tuck that behind you, and that's what I did. And so I went out there. There's things that I wanted to do a lot different for a world title and whatnot, but hey, that's where we get better, and we constantly climb. So you know what? I climbed another mountain. Here I am. I'm the bantamweight champion, and the next fight's going to be even greater.
No one will ever be able to take this away from you, Rocky. You have earned this title to be called a champion. So talk to me about the actual fight itself. You were having a lot of success when it came to the striking. She was really trying to threaten a lot with her grappling, with her submission attempts. Were any of them close?
She got one rear naked choke that started getting a little tight, and she was pretty slippery. So at one point, I'm trying to turn, and somehow her arm's sliding in. But I wasn't going to quit. You're going to put me to sleep at the end of the day. Other than that, no. And then she's a submission artist and little queen of that. So at the end, I was like, you know what? I love challenges. I'm going to submit you.
Yeah, no, I could see that you were going for things yourself in there. In terms of the pace and the cardio for 5 rounds, we know you train at altitude. I know that you're always in the gym as well. How much did that benefit you when it came to this one?
Listen, I am having a hard time getting my heart rate up out here. I was something is happening. I don't know where my mind's at. I don't know what's going on. I don't understand why I can breathe so good. And the coaches are like, you're just in too good of shape. And it's that's the thing. It blew my mind because literally being out here in Toronto, I could not get my heart rate up. I went on the treadmill today and I was sprinting at a 5-mile pace and just kept sprinting and sprinting and sprinting. And it didn't do anything. I broke a great sweat, and we were trying to sweat out what was going on as far as my cold, but my heart rate didn't go anywhere.
That is amazing. I know, Raquel, that this is always a really difficult question, especially for champions who just get their title. But in terms of what your future might look like, or what fight might be next, or what the rest of 2024 is in your mind, where do we go from here?
I think we all know where the next fight is going to go. Whether the title is on the line or not. Juliana Pena, I've been waiting for her since The Ultimate Fighter. So just waiting for her to get better and to sign that dotted line. So that's pretty much what my team and I have in mind. Other than that, right now, I'm just going to go back home. I'm going to soak it in and understand what's going on here.
Yeah, process all of those emotions. Your daughter is over on the side with your wife, Tisha. She's clapping. This has got to feel so good to know that you're going home to this beautiful family, one that you have put so much time and effort into for Rocky the person, and now Rocky the athlete is getting the benefit as well.
Absolutely. I don't think there's many 7-month-olds that can say their mom's a world champion, and on top of that, she's going to have some new shiny hardware in her nursery.
I love it so much. Well, congratulations, Rocky. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks.